you want to understand why Black artists in country music are having such a major breakthrough right now, look no further than their experience. Hi, my name is Pablo, and as country music is going through this authenticity resurgence, Black artists are absolutely going to be a massive part of that. Historically, Black artists have had the toughest time breaking through to the mainstream in country music. And that's because of country music's deep history with racism and gatekeepers not believing that Black artists can be a viable commodity within country music. For a long time, the only Black country artist that gained any sort of prominence was Charley Pride. Charley Pride was not the first Black artist in country music, but he was the first Black artist to reach the amount of success that he ended up having. And initially, he did this by not putting out any press photos of what he looked like. But once people found out he was Black, a lot of radio stations did not play his music, and a lot of promoters were hesitant to book him for shows. It was Charley Pride's music that helped him break this color barrier. Instead of singing sad songs that was traditionally associated with country music, he made a lot more positive music. Music that didn't focus on what race he was, but instead his experience as just a human being like the rest of us. But we wouldn't see this type of success repeated again until the early to mid 2000s, when lead singer of college radio rock band Hootie and the Blowfish, named Darius Rucker, decided to go solo and make country music. For years, Darius Rucker was the only prominent figure in country music that was Black, and while he saw massive amounts of success, it was hard to see this be repeated again. That was until the pandemic, when Mickey Guyton, who had been making music in country music since 2014, released Black Like Me, amidst BLM protests and the racial reckoning that happened during the pandemic came along. The song saw her break through the country charts and became the first Black woman nominated for a country Grammy, and became the first Black woman to host the CMA Award. And as Mickey Guyton broke through, in large part thanks to social media and building a solid fan base and platform there, a lot of other artists began to break through as well. Of course, Old Town Road did help out, but Old Town Road was still straddling this line between country and rap music. But we started seeing artists like Raina Roberts break through, who wasn't making this country rap kind of music, but instead just making straight country music, talking about her experience growing up as a Black woman in the South. We saw artists like Britney Spencer speaking directly to her experience about what it was like for her to grow up, and her authenticity really shined through. Artists like One the Duo, who is a mother-daughter group, showing us that country music has been thriving in Black communities for decades and is passed down through generations. Then we have artists like Tanner Adele, who's making songs like Buckle Bunny and Trailer Park Barbie, music that speaks to her authentic experience being a Black woman in the South and growing up like a lot of, for lack of better words, rednecks. Just like the resurgence of outlaw country, what's propelling this music to break through to millions and millions of people is the fact that these people are all speaking to their authentic experience as Black people who happen to enjoy making and listening to country music. It's artists like these that are not taking major country labels' refusal to sign them as a definitive answer of who they have to be as artists or how large they can develop an audience. Of course, there are men who have already broken through to the mainstream country stage like Kane Brown and Jimmy Allen, who are showing that country music can be made by anyone and still resonate with millions upon millions of people. It's a great time to be a Black person who loves country. It's a great time to be a Black person who makes country music. And even though we see some mainstream country artists like Maren Morris exiting the country music scene, we also see a lot of people who are willing to break down doors and hold the door open for those coming up after them. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know who your favorite Black country music artist is in the comments below.